correctly.
And that was not your task, correct, to search inside the home and document that?
That's correct.
Your Honor, stated no further questions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, at this time, the state calls Robert Cisneros to the stand.
Is he an officer?
I'm sorry,
Is he an officer?
no, Judge. He's a firefighter. Can you remark this right? Firefighter, Judge.
Firefighter.
Yes. But he wasn't, not on the scene.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Good afternoon. Please state your name for the record.
My name is Robert Cisneros.
Mr. Cisneros, what do you do for a living?
I'm a firefighter paramedic,
And what department do you work for as a firefighter?
City of Miami.
How long have you been a firefighter?
22 years.
And where do you currently live?
1300 Northwest 15th Street in Homestead, Florida.
How long have you lived in the Homestead area?
All my life since I was a child, with that particular residence since 2000.
Now, I want to direct your attention to June 25th, 2022. Were you working that night?
I was working on that.
Around what time would you say you got home that night?
I get off shift about 7:30, so it takes me about 45 minutes to get home, so about 8:15, 8:20.
So you got home 8:15, 8:20 on June 25th, the morning of June 25th?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And as you were getting home, approaching your neighborhood in Homestead, did you see anything?
On 15th Street, which is also 304th Street, as I'm approaching my house, there's an elementary school, and then there's 12th Avenue. I did see a big police presence down that side street. And then, but yeah, to answer the question, I did see a lot of police presence.
You mentioned you saw a lot of police presence. Did the police ever try and go speak to you at your house that morning?
Yes, they did later in the morning.
Why did they go speak to you?
They, I believe I'm not mistaken, it was initially a Homestead police officer, because they did notice that my cameras in the back of my residence, one of them does point towards the alleyway that's behind my property.
You mentioned that you have a camera in the back of your residence that points towards the alleyway.
Yes.
How close is your house to that alleyway, would you say?
My backyard is very small. My property line, it's from the back of my house to the property line or the fence is about 5 feet. I pretty much don't have much of a backyard. So the camera does, it's not really intended to look into the alleyway, but it does see some aspects of the alleyway.
So it's close to the alleyway?
Yeah, it's very close.
And how many cameras do you have in total in your house?
I want to say I have 7.
What type of cameras are they?
Digital. They're hardwired. They're not internet connected cameras. They digitally records to a digital video recorder that's inside my house.
Okay. If I were to show you, Mr. Cisneros, a photo taken of the scene of your house that shows those cameras facing that alleyway, would you recognize it?
Yes.
Now directing court, counsel, and witness to what has been previously marked as 1I. Let the record reflect that I show defense counsel. Judge, permission to approach the witness?
Yes.
Mr. Cisneros, do you recognize this photo?
Yes.
What is that photo of?
That is the back of my house.
Is it a fair and accurate depiction of the back of your house on June 25th, 2022?
Yes.
Has it been altered in any way?
No.
Your Honor, I now move into evidence what has been previously marked as 1I.
Thank you. So you
State exhibit 1I, mark for identification, now becomes state exhibit 7, Judge.
Permission to publish, Judge, to the jury. Now, Mr. Cisneros, were your cameras recording that night?
Yes, they were.
And did the officers that came to your house, you mentioned they wanted access to that camera?
Yeah, initially the Homestead police officers asked if they were working, and I did let them know they were, and then later on, I believe Dade County detectives showed up and they wanted to see the footage, and I allowed them into my house and we reviewed the footage of that night.
So you mentioned detectives came to your house to see the footage. How many detectives came to see that footage?
If I recall correctly, it was a female detective and a male detective. Unfortunately, sorry, I don't know forgot their names.
No worries. Did you show them the footage?
Yes, we went over together. I was standing next to them when we saw what they were looking for, what they wanted to look for.
Were you standing next to them the entire time that footage was playing?
Yes.
What did you see in that footage that you reviewed with the detectives that day, Mr. Cisneros?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay, best evidence.
Sustained.
Judge, may we go sidebar?
Sure. Get yourself familiar with it. Also, now that you're gonna have a comfort break an hour or so after lunch. If the coffee's ready, I'll bring it in now with the snacks. So I'll ask the set for that. So we'll be in there for about 10 minutes. Okay, so.
All right, the jury.
Evidence or admissible in court. It looks like they are. If the state can lay the foundation of how this evidence is quote unquote not available at this time. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get into this witness.
I am, Judge.
He's gonna say what?
So if I can proffer to the court, this witness will testify that he was present when the detectives tried to remove the DVR to then take it to recording, but within that process, it got destroyed. This witness will testify to that.
Look, we can lay the foundation. It seems like we can get it in, meaning what he saw, which is substantively evidence, his
Yes, Judge.
observations,
Yes.
instead of the actual surveillance from his video system, right?
Yes, Judge, he saw this video.
Okay. Do you want to object or do you want to be heard?
I want to voir dire the witness about what happened with the technical issues.
So why don't we bring him in before we actually have him testify in front of the jury, like a cleaner way to do that.
And Judge, I will preference that defense can voir dire this witness. However, the court is aware that we have two witnesses, one being an expert in the DVR process who will best describe and will testify how exactly this video got destroyed.
Yeah, but you want him.
Understood, Judge?
Well, you want him to testify before these other two, right?
Yes.
So if I understand your proffer, he's not only gonna lay the foundation for this quote unquote missing evidence, he's also going to tell us what the evidence is, right?
Yes, Judge. Thank
So
you
why
so.
don't we call the other two witnesses maybe before, or maybe call him after those two witnesses? It sounds like you wanna lay the foundation additionally, you wanna lay additional foundation with those two other witnesses, right? Regarding his home surveillance,
Yes.
so are they outside?
No, Judge, they're not outside right now.
Why don't we bring him back in, and then we'll give the defense an opportunity to go back in.
Danny Morales is outside, but Zuleika Fernandez, who's the video forensic retrieval expert, is testifying tomorrow.
So, but you guys believe that based on his testimony today, you can lay the foundation to get the substance
Yes.
into evidence?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and bring him in.
That's fine.
You have.
stand, Mr. Cisneros, thank you. Okay, state, why don't you lay the foundation, or Mr. Gomez, you want to go before the state, or you want to walk out? You can do that before the state.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So, first off, tell me about this camera system that you had.
It's a little on the older side. It's a digital video recorder. All the cameras are hardwired to it. Like I mentioned before, none of them transmit. There's no Wi-Fi access to them direct to each camera. All the recordings go to a digital video recorder.
So the cameras are, these are hardwired cameras, they're a little older.
Yeah,
They all transmit what they record to a DVR machine, right?
yeah, through a wire, not through
Through a wire.
signal. Yeah,
Through a wire. The DVR machine is in your home, I presume?
yes,
Did the police take the DVR machine at some point?
yes, because they attempted to download the image that they wanted at my house, but they couldn't do it for whatever reason. So the forensics personnel from Dade County took the DVR to their lab. But in the process, unfortunately, the video was gone.
Well, you weren't present when that happened, right?
No.
You don't know how the video became destroyed or deleted?
No, I mean, I can only speculate, but
No, I don't want you to speculate.
no, in the process from them taking the DVR to their lab, and they had it for some time. I can't give you an exact timeline, maybe a few weeks.
Did you get it back?
They returned it.
Right. So when you got it back, was it working?
It still worked. Just that whatever it does record, it's just that for whatever reason, I guess when it was without power for so long, the hard drive just it doesn't hold the memory.
When you got it back, were any of the old videos still on it?
No, there was nothing on it. The memory was blank.
So before the police took it from your home, the DVR, it had footage from
Yes.
that day and before,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
None of that footage was available on the DVR when you got it back, correct?
No.
All right. Now, you're not able to say whether the machine deleted it on its own or whether it was deleted by somebody else?
No, I can't.
I want to pause, and let the Sidebar there.
So I want to back up a little bit. You said that you played this video for some police officers and you stood there with them while they watched.
Yes.
Now, when they were watching it, is it on, do you have a monitor that's just for playing the different camera angles?
My main TV in my living room, that's where the digital video recorder is located adjacent to it. So I can't see the cameras through that, my TV.
All right, and how many different cameras are there?
There's 7.
7. So on that one TV, you can see 7 different screens, correct?
Yes.
And you watched this with how many other officers?
I want to say initially I I'm not mistaken, I did show it to the first Homestead police officer that arrived. And then some time later in the day, the two detectives from Dade County arrived and I showed them the same thing.
Okay, so you showed it to a Homestead police officer first. Was that a uniformed officer?
Uniformed officer, yeah.
Did he have a body-worn camera?
I don't
You have a
know.
little box that looked like a camera on his chest?
I can't recall.
Can you tell me what his name was?
No.
Okay. So you did that first, and then you did it with two other officers?
Yeah, to the Dade County detectives. They were in like office style, plain clothes.
Plainclothes detectives?
Yes.
Did they have any body-worn camera or other type of recording device?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. But it did play, correct?
Yes, it did play.
So at what point did you learn that it wasn't working, or did you not learn that?
Not that day, because the forensics team actually arrived to my house because they wanted to download it directly, but they just, for whatever reason, they couldn't download it right there, so they wanted to take the device to their lab. So then that, like I mentioned before, in that process, in between taking it to the lab, that video that we saw was gone.
So it sounds like you viewed it on two occasions. The first occasion with one officer from Homestead, and the second occasion with two detectives, correct?
Yes.
The first occasion with the Homestead officer, did he make any attempts to record it in any other way?
No.
Okay. And it was working fine as far as you know on that occasion?
Yes.
On the second occasion when there were two detectives, the video was working fine as far as you know, correct?
Yes.
Did those detectives make any efforts to record it at that juncture?
No.
No. So somebody picked it up, and when they left with it, as far as you knew at that time, was it working fine?
Yeah.
There was nothing wrong with the video, it played fine?
Correct.
All 7 cameras were functional as far as you knew?
Yes.
Until the police took it and left your home?
Correct.
Now, you mentioned a moment ago that they were trying to download it
Yeah,
at your
because
house?
it does have a USB port,
Okay.
and which I'm not really tech savvy, so I don't know what the purpose of the USB port is, maybe to install an accessory device or something else. So I believe they tried to connect it that way to download the images. But like I said, the digital video recorder is an older model, so maybe the software, their software didn't integrate to the software in the digital video recorder.
So is it fair to say they tried to download it there, didn't work, so what, they said, we gotta take it with us?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's all I have, Judge.
Okay. So, you can step outside.
Okay.
So Judge, specifically based on the TDR case, which I believe you already reviewed, they have to establish that it was lost or destroyed. I don't know what happened, and neither does he. So I need to hear from those other witnesses.
So, before he can testify about what he saw on that video, the foundation hasn't been able to, he hasn't connected the dots. State, do you want to hear?
Yes, Judge, they would like to be heard. Judge, we heard testimony from the witness that said he showed the detectives this video. The detectives attempted to download the video. They couldn't download it. This witness also testified as to the age of the cameras. He said that they were new cameras, they were older cameras, that this streaming was connected through not a DVR or anything, it was connected to a cable, Judge. He also testified as to them trying to download it, it didn't work, therefore they took the DVR, and he testified when they got the DVR back, every single video, even the ones from before that night, were deleted, Judge. The state is arguing that that is sufficient to establish that this witness has knowledge that the contents that he's trying to testify to, that he saw simultaneously while watching that video, is enough that it got lost, destroyed under the exceptions to the best evidence rule 90.954.
He doesn't know what happened to it, and they need to establish that.
He does.
Hold on, we're not gonna argue about this. It's gonna be the state law, I can't go back and
No,
forth.
Judge, I'm gonna make the argument. He does, and he's testified.
She's doing a fine job.
I know she is, but as the lead prosecutor on the case with the most knowledge about this case, I can speak to what every single witness in this case is going to testify to. I have the utmost respect for Ms. DeLeon, that's why she's the second chair on this case. But again, I've been preparing this case a lot longer. He does, and he's testified he knows what happened to it. When he got it back, it didn't exist. They tried to download it. It was retrieved by an expert. They tried to download it. They couldn't. They took it, and then it was gone.
Was it corrupted in front of him or destroyed?
It-
lost
that-
in front of
That
him?
doesn't matter.
So
what-
you use the words maybe, I guess.
But again, what the court, we're conflating issues on whether or not so 9954 says in order for this to be admissible, it can be destroyed, they can talk about it, so long as it is not made in bad faith. There is nothing that defense can bring up to say that this is bad faith, that it was destroyed in bad faith. He is absolutely able to testify about what his observations were, and then I can bring in my expert tomorrow. I've already spoken to her on the phone. She's planning on testifying tomorrow. She will be my first witness called if I need to, and everything she can testify to about it being downloaded, it getting corrupted, it not being able to play, those things will come in. So we can subject it to link up, but he is absolutely able to testify to all of this now and his actual observations.
So doesn't have personal knowledge of that faith. You may have to call him again.
We are.
You may get to where you want, you just can't get it.
Well,
What he testified
right.
to now.
So then we have to stop today, now. We're gonna stop his testimony. We're gonna have to bring in Zuleika Fernandez as our first witness, and then he will be recalled immediately. So we have to stop.
Unfortunately.
No, I'm just saying, I'm letting the court know this is,
Is there anything else you want to get into evidence with him today regarding laying the foundation?
no.
Okay, so I'm gonna call him back in, he's gonna sit here, and then Mr. Leon can either finish or follow up with any questions. I'll allow cross-examination, redirect if appropriate, and then he will just be dismissed for the day.
Sure.
Okay.
Judge, my questions were about the video, and that's all he was going to testify to, so I would just at this point say I have no questions for today.
You're gonna do it in front of the jury?
Yes, no.
Alright, so let's knock on the door, see if the jury's done talking, and start with that. No, stay on record. We need a couple. I'm good. Don't worry.
All rise for the jury. We're missing one judge.
All right, you can be seated, all jurors are accounted for, the defense, the state attorney, Pedro Jimenez. You can see the state.
Judge, at this time, the state has no further questions for this witness today.
So we have further questions for you today, we'll see if the defense has any cross-examination.
That's right. Hello again, sir.
No,
Little deja vu for you.
a little bit.
So, again, tell me about this camera system that you had in your house. How does it work?
They're hardwired, mounted on the exterior of my house. They all are hardwired to one digital video recorder that's in my living room.
So we're talking about 7 cameras
Mhm.
that are connected to a wire. This wire goes to a DVR hard drive,
Yes,
and it all gets saved onto this DVR hard drive.
yes,
And am I correct that you can view all 7 camera feeds at the same time on a screen?
yes, you can. You could highlight each individual camera on the screen, but yeah, you can see all of them at the same time.
All right. Now, I'm not going to get into the contents. We're not going to talk about that right now.
Okay,
But as far as you know, on at least 2 occasions that the police went to your house to view this footage, it was working fine, correct?
correct.
And other than the footage from the day in question, you had footage from other days on DVR as well, correct?
Yes, I can't give you an exact time span, but I think it's maybe like a month's worth of recordings that it can hold.
And it had about a month's worth of recording at the
Yes.
time?
Yes,
At some point, police took the DVR from you and they took it with them, correct?
correct.
At that point, when they took it out of your house, as far as you knew, all that footage was there and it was working fine, correct?
Yes.
Objection, Judge, facts not in evidence. Outside the scope of the record.
Okay, same, just gonna ask another question.
Okay.
You were able to view surveillance on 2 occasions before the police took the DVR, correct?
Objection, Judge, facts not in evidence outside the scope of the record.
Sustained, just gonna ask another question.
At some point, you got your DVR back, correct?
Correct.
Objection, Judge, facts not in evidence.
Okay, hold on, overruled.
At some point, you got your DVR back, right?
Yes.
How long after?
It's been so long. I want to say it was several weeks, maybe close to a month that they had it.
When you got the DVR back you got it back from the police?
Yes.
Was there any footage on the DVR when you received it back from the police?
No.
It was gone.
Yeah, it was gone.
All right, thank you. That's all I have to.
Anything else?
No regard for today's report.
Your excuse.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next witness, please.
Good, we have nothing today.
Okay, so, I'm sorry, guys, can you go back into your room?
All rise for the jury.
Okay, Courier is back. Thank you for seeing it. I would have appreciated that heads up, because I didn't know who was the last witness.
I told you, when you,
I missed it. Did I miss Mr. Velasco, this was the last witness for the day?
we had more witnesses, but they were going to testify to what the court is saying, we cannot have them testify to. until
Their
we-
observations was on.
Correct.
How many did you call today?
5 or 6.
Yeah, this is about right.
I mean, obviously, we're gonna be recalling this witness, but
I have 7 judges.
7. And you've already informed Mr. Velasco who you're gonna call in your case in chief?
more or less, yes.
So more or less, how many more?
I can't say definitively, but I would say if we called 7, I probably have another 12, 13. Mr. Amos and I were talking about whether or not the officer is going to testify. I still don't have an answer to that. It's up in the air at this point in time.
So 12, 13, can you do your best to get as many outside and ready to go tomorrow and Friday?
Yeah, so I've already spoken to Detective Morales, who's going to be here in the morning, Detective Fernandez, who I've been texting with. I know she has some childcare issues, but she's going to be the first witness we're going to call. We have to finish up with Mr. Cisneros as well. We'll have substantive testimony in the morning and then carry it on into the afternoon. We also have, there is our CSI officer has a doctor's appointment at 1:30, but we're going to do our best to get her as well.
Because I think we could have done a lot more 2.5 hours of the day.
I agree with the court.
Okay. Having been on the receiving end of many witnesses that get upset at me, or else trial attorney, you guys just have to deal with it. So get as many here tomorrow as possible. If they have to come back, because we don't get to them tomorrow, I'd rather them here than not here.
We really only have law enforcement left, and they're all pretty understanding.
Like, for example, the medical examiner, he's
He's,
not that far away.
right, he's already informed us of what his schedule is, and we're gonna work around his schedule, and, Dr. Mathis is also pretty understanding.
Would it be possible to do most of the state's case in chief tomorrow and Thursday, and tomorrow and Friday?
I think we can get through the majority of it, yes.
Okay, and if we don't, it would leave maybe 1 or 2 witnesses for Tuesday.
Right, what day of the week, or I'm sorry, what day 14th then will be fine, we should be able to finish it. The only reason I ask is that the lead Dr. Mathis said he was unavailable on the 15th and 16th, but we'll, like I said, work around his schedule.
Alright, so I'll just tell the jury, we're done early for today, and we'll have them come back tomorrow at the same time. Alright, Mr. Demas, is that okay with you, the schedule?
Yes, sir.
So we can just stay behind and chat about a few things after the jury leaves. Alright, so.
All rise for the jurors. Your presence.
We're all seeking an account for jury attendance. Alright, folks, so we're done a little early today. We'll plan for the same thing tomorrow. Folks, 10:30 to 5:30. Just went over a few scheduling things with the lawyers, so we'll try to make, again, best use of our time, be as efficient as possible tomorrow and Friday. So please follow my instructions that I read to you earlier today and that I informed you before we went to lunch. Don't do any research about this case, don't look up anyone about this case, don't let anyone talk to you about this case. If you come across any violations of rules that we all went over today, please inform me and or Roberto Jimenez. We'll give you instructions on where to meet him tomorrow. It'll probably be 34.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And he'll let you know. Why don't you take your envelopes with you? You'll just hand it to him once you all meet together on the third floor.
At what time do you want?
So we're going to start at 10:30. I know Mrs. Smith, you have some issues with the ride. Well, so now that we know we're sort of in a routine, we can probably plan better and differently tomorrow, right? Okay. So thank you all. See you tomorrow.
All rise for the jurors.
All right, jury results, we can have seats. So the state asked, and I think it's appropriate. I think there was one officer you didn't cross-examine. I'm assuming that's based on strategy.
Yes.
I just want to make sure this link is in agreement with that. Okay. We still have a few days left. If there's anyone that wanted to be called, maybe to the state's assistance or my assistance, we're issuing subpoenas, we're getting folks in here, let us know, and we could try to get that accomplished. Is there anything that I need to take up before we come back tomorrow?
I think so. I would just ask what time it's starting, or what time should I have notices here, I guess, is the other question.
It's my intention to bulldoze my way through my morning calendar, and if it means leaving cases on for trial, it's a sounding. Leaving cases on for trial for the sounding, I'm going to do it. If it means asking my colleagues to across from me, Judge Brinkley or Judge Hernandez, to take over my sounding, I will do so. I will be done with my sounding between 10 and 10:15.
How long's your calendar?
It's about 35 pages.
Longer than today.
Yeah, we have some of the division prosecutors on Zoom, so I'm sure they've heard that. I am doing the majority of the witnesses tomorrow as well as Friday. I have a sentencing for Judge Brinkley that I will get covered for. I would like this opportunity to speak with the next king prior to that. I don't foresee an issue.
That's fine. So we need to let Mr. Rodriguez.
Ms. Polanco is on, and so is Ms. Heath, but I'll text everybody and let them know.
Ms. Heath as well is on, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ms. Heath is on. I'm sure she'll relay the message that we need to get through the sounding as efficiently as possible. Whatever I don't get done at 10:15, I can send to Judge Brinkley or Judge Hernandez. Understood. thank you all. We'll see you all tomorrow at 10:15. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for clarifying who you are. Victor is with Idagma. You are with Idagma, right?
Yes.
Yes, so in the future, just identify yourself fully. Otherwise, if I don't know who you are, and the way things are going these days, I'm not letting strange people into my courtroom, right?
I understand.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Gamache, you know Idagma, right? She's with the state attorney's office. She's been there for a long time. She's their witness coordinator on homicide cases.
Yes.
The young man is with her. He does watch trials from time to time. She does. Yeah, he does. So that's why he's allowed back in to put identify him.
That's right. It's the analyzer that messes me up. No, I'm so serious. Every time I say